Conformity. Changes in one's behaviour or attitudes that occur in response to social influence. Today, we will be looking at a study conducted by Solomon Asch that aims to prove that this idea exists. He aimed to prove the effects the majority of a group can have on the minority, or in this case, the individual. He gathered groups of participants and communally showed the group a control line, as well as three other lines labelled A, B and C. One of the three lines, labelled either A, B or C, matched the control line in length, while the other two clearly were either shorter or longer. He then in turn asked each participant which line matched the control line and for them to give their answer out loud, this being done on purpose so that the rest of the group witnessed the other participants' answers. While the study appeared to have 100% genuine participants, only one was, as the others were actors, and under instruction to knowingly all give the same incorrect answer on approximately 1 in 3 questions. The other times they gave the correct answer. The genuine participant was asked to give their answer either last or second to last, but always after the precedent of the group had been set. He ran these trials on multiple different occasions, and collectively he found 25% of genuine participants gave no incorrect answers, meaning 75% did, at least once, conform to give an incorrect answer. When comparing this to a control group that were tested as individuals without a group influence, 99% of participants gave the correct answers to each question in the trial, thus being able to arguably show that majority influence exists and can affect conformity. In another variant of the trial, participants were asked to write their answers down instead of verbalising them in front of the group, thus making them more immune to the possible criticism from the group. Compared to previous results, Asch found that conformity dropped by 2/3. So, why does conformity occur? When participants were interviewed afterwards, they gave one of two reasons for the answers they gave. Most said they didn't believe the answers, but did so to fit in with the group and to avoid the potential of being singled out or ridiculed. Whereas a few others said they genuinely believed the answers the group were giving and that they assumed their own answer was wrong. This can be categorised as two different types of influence on conformity. Normative influence, where you conform to be liked, accepted, respected, or to avoid confrontation, however you don't change your private opinion, and informational influence, where you conform because you believe the group has superior knowledge or judgment, and you do in turn change your private opinion. But before we say, right, this is absolute concrete proof that majority influence exists, it is also important to have the counter-arguments. It can be argued that the sample of participants is limited. The trials were only conducted using male students, all of a similar age, all of which were from one country and one culture. Another argument is that the study uses a very simple and artificial task. How often are we faced with making a judgment that is so black and white to see? How can we apply the study's findings to more complex situations in the world that might have more factors that might influence its decision? Also, that the results aren't repeatable. The study, having been conducted in the 1950s, can be argued to be only relevant to the culture of its time. Society has moved towards a more individualistic idea, where acceptance from the group is less important, and as such is less positively reinforced. Perrin and Spencer, in 1980, so approximately one generation on, attempted to reconstruct the study using a range of students from classes including mathematics, engineering and chemistry, and found that only 1 in 396 trials had the participant join in with the incorrect majority, a far weaker result to make an overall strong argument from.